What is going on, everyone? My name is SiahZ and welcome back to a brand new Helldivers 2 video. In this video, I'm going to be going over what I think are 6 of the best weapons that you can get in this game. Now, these weapons are absolutely going to destroy the early and late game. I've been using some of these weapons to absolutely destroy the tougher armored enemies like the chargers, some of the automatons and so on. And some of these you can get really early on as well. So I just wanted to put this out there because I have some people asking me, hey, what weapons do you advise using in the game? So I wanted to make this video for those people and anybody else that was curious about this topic. So coming in at number 6, we have the P19 Redeemer pistol. Now, the reason why this is at number 6 and not higher on the list is because out of the weapons on this list, it is the worst weapon, but it is still a very good weapon. Now, compare this to the base pistol. It absolutely is just so much better. It'll murk the base pistol any day of the week. It does a good amount of damage at 60 with a 1100 on the fire rate. It absolutely rips through enemies, especially some of the tougher enemies. I'm not too sure the name of them, but basically like the gigantic brood mother with the enemies that have the sack on the back that explode. This will absolutely tear through them in a mag or two. You get it so early on as well, so mixing the time that you get it, the early on level that you get it, mixing it with how much damage and fire rate it does, it is such a good pistol and is such a good weapon. But like I said, it's not better than any of the other weapons on this list, so that's why it is coming in at number 6. So for the next weapon that we have on this list is actually the SMG-37 Defender submachine gun. Now, the reason why this is at number 5 is because it has a decent amount of damage standing at 70 with a fire rate of 520. Now, compare this to how quick you can get it and the base assault rifle. You get the AR-23 Liberator. It does more damage, it has a little bit less fire rate, but that more damage, and the whole plus on top of it being a one-handed weapon where you can run some mission types with it, like carrying the briefcase and stuff like that, and you can actually have this on your other hand shooting while you're doing that. It's just a very versatile weapon, and I really like the way that it fires and the way that it handles with the recoil as well. And it's just a very nice weapon overall. It does great damage, and I find it very enjoyable to use compared to the base assault rifle. So that's why I decided to go ahead and throw this on the list and throw it at number 5. Now, the next weapon here, and the only weapon on this list that is a premium war bonds weapon, is the AR-23 Liberator Explosive Assault Rifle. Now, this weapon has a 55 damage with 320 fire rate, and the plus side of this is it has explosives to it. Now, this is a really good rifle if you're trying to get some explosive rounds. It is very good at throwing and detaching limbs off, breaking off some armor points, and it has a pretty good recoil pattern as well to it, making it pretty easily controllable. Now, this weapon is actually very fun to use just because of the explosive rounds and how soon you can get it to if you do have the premium war bonds, making it pretty much the first explosive weapon you can get. And it's just a very good weapon to use and a blast to use on top of that. And like I said, it has decent damage and the capability of blowing limbs off quicker because of the explosive added effect to it. It makes this weapon a really good assault rifle to use, coming in at number 4. Now, for the next weapon we have here, which I think is absolutely amazing, is the SG-225 Breaker shotgun. Now, this has a fire rate of 300 with a damage of 330, making this a full auto shotty capable of killing enemies within seconds, and it has really good capabilities of actually detaching limbs as well, and even pretty good capabilities of killing armored enemies, as long as you actually know where to shoot those armored enemies at. Now, I actually had a blast playing and testing this weapon, being able to destroy hordes of enemies within seconds with this. The reload time actually is pretty decent on it as well, especially if you factor in, not emptying the mag and leaving one round in, and actually reloading. So this way you can cancel out that full, reload animation. You don't have to rack the bolt back, making the reload even quicker. It's just a really fun weapon to use, really good for that crowd control. And against a single target enemies, if you can hit those juicy weak points, you can absolutely destroy them within seconds. Now, for the next weapon here, coming in at number 2, might shock a little bit of you guys, is actually the R63 Diligence Marksman rifle. Now, this has a really good damage capabilities of 112, decent fire rate of 350. But I mainly put this up here because it's such a good marksman rifle, allowing you to take out targets from a distance, even having decent medium capabilities as well, and just factoring in how quick you can get it. Pretty much at the start of the game, the first few hours in, you're able to unlock this rifle. It's just such a good marksman rifle to use. I think it is much better than the base assault rifle, but obviously everybody has different opinions. So let me know in the comments if you guys actually agree with me. but I just absolutely love using this marksman rifle. It is such a blast to use. I'm actually really enjoying the capabilities of pinpointing, you know, like enemies' weak points and actually decapitating limbs off. It's just a really solid marksman rifle, so that's why I had to put it at number 2. Now, for the best weapon on this list, at least in my opinion, is the MG43 machine gun. Now, you get this thing really early on in the game, basically being the first stratagem to unlock, mixing it in with running like something the supply back, so you can actually get ammo back whenever you run out. This thing will absolutely shred through enemies within seconds. You know, it has great capabilities of actually destroying limbs off, and even against the tankier enemies than the armored enemies, it'll still absolutely shred them. I think this is, like I said, the best weapon on this list. It is a blast to use. You'll see yourself clearing out packs of enemies and even destroying, you know, single target enemies within seconds. It's just such a really powerful early game gun that I had to put this at number 1 on the list. Now that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys consider hitting that like and subscribe button, it really lets me know you guys are enjoying this type of content. Keep making more content on Helldivers, and it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and night depending when you're watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.